Everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Camilo from Trending Waves. Thank you again for tuning in. And today we're going to do a follow-up video to yesterday's video, which covered the S&P 500. And the topic of that video was, are we near the top? All right. And while I do believe temporarily we've reached a top and we should be finding some sort of level of resistance and some reversal, I don't think that we have reached the overall top. I think we're going to continue up higher to roughly 4,000, upwards of like 4,100 in the S&P. All right, so based on that note, before we dive in, as you guys know, I do have a YouTube channel, which I will greatly appreciate if you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that when I do post content, you get the notification and be the first to watch it. And those who have subscribed, thank you so much for having done that already. Alternatively, please do follow me on Instagram, where I do post daily updates on the S&P 500 also. As you can see here, last week I posted this chart and we were calling post the low of January. We called for an uptrend, okay, an impulsive uptrend to the upside, where we will hit levels on the 61% retrace extension, okay. And so diving down to the charts, that's where we are at right now. So what do we do from here? If we were to count this overall wave one structure, right, post February lows or March the lows, right, we rallied up into wave one. Ideally and technically speaking, we are going to be looking for wave two correction, okay, which should yield a retracement of about 23 to 38% of the fib levels of the overall extension of wave one. Okay, so that'll fall within this zone. That's the typical. That's more like that's at least 50% of the time or 70% of the time wave two falls within that area. It could be shallow, a shallow wave two, and we can run higher, or it could be within this zone. Regardless of that, all right, we're still in a bullish market. Okay, we're still in a bullish market. So let me take you down to this zone here. Okay, let's go into the 1 hour chart. So this blue box is there's some fib clusters in this area here that I've laid out, and I'll show you guys in a minute. But before we do that, let's take a note of something. Okay, let's note that we set this trend line, okay, and we were it was acting as support before it broke down to and acted as resistance in this area here. And now we can see that this is actually in fact acting as some sort of resistance as well, and it falls in line with a confluence line, all right, of flip clusters with the trend channel and resistance. So where are these fib clusters that I'm talking about? So let me take you to the daily chart. To understand where the possible end of wave 5 of 1 would have been, okay, we will take an extension from the low of wave 2 to the top of wave 3 down to the wave 4, the low of wave 4, and that will fall. That gives us this zone here, okay. If I zoom in on the daily chart, let me hide this. Oh, sorry. Let me hide this line. Okay, so that gives us an extension of 61%, 61.8% of 39.33, almost a $4,000 handle. Okay, so that's the first zone. The next zone, let me hide this so that we can note. Okay, the next zone would be taking another fib extension, okay, from the low of wave 2 to the top of wave 3 down to wave 4, and as you note, that is another zone of fib cluster. Okay, so these two areas here is where I call the near-term resistance. Okay, the near-term resistance, guys, pay attention. Near-term resistance, where I do anticipate, okay, I do anticipate a correction. Now, this correction, I don't know how long it's going to be, but if it is in fact the overall wave 2, the start of wave 2, then we should see an abrupt and an aggressive 3-wave down. Okay, let me repeat that. If this is again in fact wave 2 that we are going to form, if this zone acts as resistance, then this area we should be able to see in the next coming sessions. We should be able to see an aggressive price action to the downside. Okay. At which point, I mean, we can either, let me take you out of this to the daily. Well, we're on the daily chart. So at which point we can say that this multi-year trend channel or trend line can act as support to move on higher, and then it was just a wave 2 correction, or a shallow wave 2 correction, if you will, which will take us to the other interpretation that I've been drawing up. Okay, so if I take you to this chart here, we will note that what's different about from the previous chart that I showed you to this chart is that wave 4 on the other chart was here. That's where we anchored it, but instead in this chart we're going to anchor wave 4, wave 2 here, and then we are within the wave 3 uptrend, at which point our first target is going to be the $4,200 region on the S&P 500. Okay, so let me take you back to the main interpretation, and let's analyze this in the daily chart, or on the 1 hour chart, my apologies. Okay, so as you note, I've already called the fact that we are within a flip cluster, okay, and we've seen to be pretty steep on this ascent, okay, and this lower trend channel or trend line is acting as resistance. So whether we gap up tomorrow, okay, but or continue down, we're going to see really soon, fairly soon, if this is going to, if we're going to be falling down to the wave 2 corrective move that we've been looking for the past couple of months now. Okay, so let me take a look at my notes. Do I have anything else? Yeah, so that's pretty much it on the S&P. In regards to Zoom, okay, which I brought this up yesterday, Zoom made the move that we were looking for. Okay, so post triangle, we were looking for wave 1 up, down in 2 into the 61.8% retracement, and now we're abruptly going up into the third wave. So as you note that if we take a fib, this was the first target zone that I had, which we took profits in the chat room, that in the Discord. Okay, I'll show you that in a minute. But that level came about taking an extension from the low of wave 1 to the top of wave 1 to the low of wave 2. Okay, and 100% of that extension fell within the $436 region, which is in line with, as you can see here, it briefly touched it and rejected it. Okay, so, and then Uber had some good news today, and we're currently trending higher. Tomorrow they report earnings, and today after hours, as you can see here, we are at the $62 handle. So that's due to the fact that Lyft reported it also, and I believe they did well. I'm not too sure, I haven't taken a look, but their price action was reflective positively on the chart of Uber. So I guess our next target will be within the $69 region. Okay, so let me take you quickly to our group. Okay, so this is the Discord channel. I'm gonna put a link in the description below on this video. So you can see here we've posted the chart of Zoom, for instance, right prior to that next move, okay, which yielded us another 5% in our position. We alerted this on Friday, and all of our members took profits, as well as I did, on this trade. And we also have the chart of Uber here, which we were calling the top at 69, at the 69 handle. And we have other channels here that all of our members, it's all for free. We all come and hang out here and have a good time and throw ideas to one another and start chatting about potential trade setups. Okay, we also have a crypto channel where we discuss the price action of crypto right after the market closes. So this is a 24-hour chat room, and we have fun. Okay, guys, so as I said, this was going to be a quick video, as I am just introducing myself again to you guys. And if you do have any questions regarding the way I do my technical analysis and my form of trade, before I end this channel, let me tell you guys. So I do a lot of swing investing. Okay, I hold stocks for several days to weeks based on the wave structure. Okay, I rarely do day trading, or I do some scalping, but rarely do. I focus more on the swing trading, which I found that it helps helps those who have a 9 to 5 job and can't be scalping or don't have the capital to do a day trade, which is upwards of $25,000 that the PDT rule allows you to do day trading if you have an account higher than that. Not everybody does, and everybody wants to have some sort of roadmap, and that's what I provide. I will provide a roadmap for you guys so that you guys can comfortably trade this with a smaller size. But as time goes and the trend is developing within the structure that we've outlined, then you start seeing some gains and they compound over time. Okay, that's what it worked for me, and I've adopted that sort of trading style. Okay, needless to say, this isn't about big gains as you see out there on the internet, which kudos to them and happy for those people, but that's not my style. My style is different. My style is catered to those who want to have a 9 to 5 and still have the be comfortable with leaving some capital to work for them. Okay, so with that rant being said, I do appreciate you guys watching this video, and again, give me a thumbs up, really appreciate that, and subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell so that whenever I post videos, which I'm doing every night now, you guys can be alerted to that and catch up. Again, alternatively, I'm going to post a link on the description for my Discord room where we have several traders there that will help each other out. Okay, once again, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you there. Take care. Bye.